What's up, guys? Hope everybody is having a great Saturday so far. Hopefully, I get some people in here. I didn't really have time to make a heads up, but I've been up and at it since 7 o'clock this morning. Had to take my car to get a recall fixed on it. So, thankfully, I got that seatbelt thing taken care of. I don't have to worry about my seatbelt exploding while I'm driving. Or better yet, exploding when Lane's here and hitting him in the face. But I hope y'all are having a wonderful Saturday. Let's talk about something positive. Y'all hit that like button. That way other people get the notification. And we get some people in here, get some positivity stirred up for the day. Get some love stirred up for the day. Too much negativity on YouTube. Too much negativity in this world. We all need some positive. We all need some positive for sure. Because it's gotten very unloving out in this world. Let me know if y'all can hear me too, because I got a headpiece in and I want to make sure you guys can hear me. And I apologize also for the noise. I'm also driving my granddad's diesel F-250 right now, and it ain't quiet. I hope that everybody has had a positive start off to 2023. And I've been thinking about it. Well, really just in terms of my life. Hey, Tiffany, why do I involve myself in stuff I know that's going to cause irritation, or why do I involve myself in things that I know are going to cause bad results, that are going to um, get me off course? And I think it's human nature to some extent to be curious about things that aren't necessarily good for you. That's part of the devil's trickery. Is he knows that we're curious, and he appeals to our curiosity. But one thing God has given us is a brain, a conscience, and we can choose, and that choice means everything. And we only get so many choices in life. You know what I mean? We get about, if we're lucky, 70 years of choices. And between now and then, we've got to make one of the biggest ones of all. Are we going to live for ourselves, or are we going to live for something greater, a higher power for each other? Are we going to love each other? Are we going to help each other? Or are we going to live completely in our own selfishness, after our own selfish desires? That could be money. That could be material things. That could be status. Hey, Miranda. Hey, CK. Y'all hit that like button. Let's get a lot of people in here. I'm feeling like talking about some stuff today. And I'm hoping that possibly I help one of y'all. If I can appeal to one of y'all and make your day better, that makes all the difference in the world to me, guys. But this is a new year that God has blessed us with. We are alive, and we get to start off a new year. And there's some expectations with that. Now, God gives us free will, but He's in our corner rooting for us, even when we are completely opposing Him in our actions. And you got to think about this. If you extend your hand to help somebody, right? And once, maybe even twice, they slap it away out of ignorance, out of, stubbornness, out of selfishness. What would you do? Well, a lot of times you would give up on that person and you would say, whatever happens, happens. Not God, though. God is with us through pain, through thick, through thin. He says He is faithful no matter what. And when you really let that sink in to yourself, that God is faithful even when we live completely against what He says to do. If that's not enough to soften your heart and humble you, I don't know what is. You know, we all have life is a pattern, and it's growth. That's what life is. We go through different ages and different mindsets. We grow, and as we grow, we learn, and as we learn, we change. And you want to always make sure that you're on the right course. And sometimes I feel like I'm meant to do this because I thoroughly enjoy sharing these kind of things with people. I really, I don't mind putting myself out there to be an example, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. And I'm going to be the example I need to be. And this last year um, could have been a lot better, guys, for a lot of us. Um, we spent months and months and months wrapped up in um, drama and judgments. And other people, if that's what they choose to do, they can. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do something completely different. And I hope you guys will come along for the ride because I would like to do this together. I would like all of us to create a community where eventually we can reach our own handout that is our community into this world and help. That we can make changes, that we can truly make an impact, do something. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of people that need help and don't even know it sometimes. This world is very lost, and people like us that have a firm understanding now of what we want and are working toward it every day, we can make an impact. We can. Even if you think that, you're not, a lot of people may second guess themselves. I'm not smart enough. I'm not good at talking. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has one good thing that they can contribute. And when you have a big enough group with enough arms and legs, what do you think they're talking about when they talk about the body of Christ? Some of us are the fingers, some of us are the arms, some of us are the eyes, some of us are the toes, and with all of us together, we make the entire body work. A lot of the Bible is symbolism, and you have to really look in depth and you have to read it over and over and over again. You start to see these things. But it takes all of us to make this thing work. And there's going to be days when you don't feel like doing that. There's going to be days where you don't feel like keeping that substance up. But all of us can do something great this year. I know we can. I know we can build something out of this. And I would love to do that with all of y'all. Message for sure. You have my support. Appreciate you. Thank you, Miranda. Some things going on and you got my attention. I appreciate that, buddy. Yes, y'all hit that like button. Y'all share this. We can grow into something big. I have, and I promise you that this is pure of heart. I could care less about views. I could care less about money. I truly want to get this wave of a positive message onto this platform because it will spread to others, and we can really turn the tides of these platforms. These platforms are very dark, they're very unreligious, there's no substance to them. It's a bunch of young, lost people that are obsessing over things in life that do not matter. And we're all seeing this happen. These parents aren't teaching their kids. It's If we're going to do something, we need to do it now. And that's the truth. This world needs people that are willing to stand up for something. And I know I'm capable, and I know y'all are capable, because some of y'all have been here with me from the beginning. And I cherish each and every one of you guys. I don't think of myself as anybody. I think of myself as a tool that God can use to do something to His glory. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I don't care nothing in this world about being famous, about this is not where my home is. My home is yet to be approached for me. It's yet to come. I'm not going to stack up my treasures in this world, because one day when I leave this world, I'm going to fly and I'm going to go be with my family that has passed on before me. Go be with my Savior, my God. Because all this that you see in front of you, one day it's not going to be there. One day it's not going to matter. And that's the truth. All the drama, all the he said, she said, all the views, none of that is unperishable, and it's not going to save you. There's only one thing in this world that can save you, and that's Jesus. That's the 100% truth. And I know that there's many out there that are in a place in their life that, maybe you were baptized young, maybe got off track when you were a teenager or in your early 20s. It's time to wake up to that fact and start making changes, start getting rid of those bad habits. Come home. Because, guys, we never know when those clouds will be rolled back or when it'll be our time. And that's not to say that the only reason that you should yearn after the Word and after Jesus, sure, part of it is you want to go to heaven when you die, but you just don't know how good your life could be here. And I don't mean with material things, I mean with peace in your mind and in your heart and in your spirit, knowing that you are walking hand in hand with God, knowing that you are living according to His path, according to His will. I'm going to tell you, there's not a pain in this world like knowing that you're not doing right and that your soul is not where it should be. Tiffany, I am so sorry to hear that. And I will certainly add you to my prayers. But I will say this, there's nothing that's impossible for God. And even though you have this going on in your life, continue to praise Him. Continue to strive to be like Him. I promise you, what's meant to happen will. And if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. My prayers, and I will pray and claim the light in here. That's right. There's not a doctor in this world like Jesus. God's healing hand can heal things that doctors could never dream of. Look at that NFL player. He got hit so hard that his heart stopped. And then they put him in a coma. Told people he would never wake up. He would be a vegetable if he did. And that boy is up walking around talking. God's very powerful. And God says that you only need the faith the size of a mustard seed to move mountains. Guys, we don't even realize how big God is. We don't even realize how powerful God is. You know, when I go to church and I sit there and I listen and then we stand up and we all start singing, it's overwhelming. It really is. And you know, we should all yearn after that connection, because it's not the building, it's people are going to church to truly know God, to feel that connection with him. When you go to church and your heart's heavy and you start to sing and your eyes fill with tears and you start to feel those emotions, that's God's spirit. It really is. And it's something tangible that you can feel. Don't live your life pushing yourself farther and farther away from him. Get as close as you can to him. Because when everybody in the world has left you, he will be there. This is a hard realization I've had to come to. Don't live your life in a way that upsets him, that hurts him. Because he gives you the very breath that you breathe in and out every second of the day. And he could easily take that breath, but he keeps you breathing. He keeps you going even when you refuse to look at him, refuse to talk to him. It's a lot to think about. It really is. That I have been breathing for almost 28 years, and a lot of those years I didn't live in a way I was proud of. And he keeps me going. And there's just so much that we don't think about on a daily basis. I mean, he's given me a son that'll be here in less than 3 months. What's up, Shane? God is powerful, and you can see him manifest every day in someone's life. I ask him every day, and we should all ask him every day, to soften our hearts, to clean our minds, because this world can really harden both. All right, Miranda. We'll see you next time. Get some rest and be safe out there. Guys, my wife just pulled up. I've got to load this truck up and take my grandmother's stuff to the dump for her. But I love each and every one of you. And I will see y'all later this evening. But I hope that this helped y'all as much as it helped me. But I will talk to y'all later.